Hi, Daniel. This goes in pretty much. Good morning, Matt. Matt is alive says, how do you know if a mushroom smells funky instead of fungi? Because of the K. The K. Funky, fungi, get it? The K. Matt is alive, has arrived. What did you say? Matt has arrived, is alive. I don't know. I don't read very well, but good morning, my friend. We should get a hairbrush. Have you seen a hairbrush around here? Every once in a while, I think about buying a new one, and then I find my old one. Buying two doesn't help because then I just lose two. Yep, I liked it so much, I'm going to do it again. Hi, Frenchie. Thank you for the nightly smash of the like button. I appreciate you so much. I hope you're doing well. With smell-o-vision. Hyman says living with a golden is always like this. I agree. How are you? Good morning. Jackson, what are you doing up? We should be sleeping in this morning. Oh, thanks, Frenchie. All right, what are we doing? Here we are. I really do know what I'm doing. Stitchy. Good morning, Stitchy. I'm so confused. Every time you come in, I see that name. I'm still confused, but I got you now. Hey, good morning, Paul. Paul, you haven't met my have you met Stitch? She used to be Stitch Lover. She is now Crochet Lover. She is my little sister, and yes, we look out for her. I know it's you. Yay, I'm blue. You are blue. Hey, Crochet Lover, Stitchy. You should look at Paul and go check out his channel and all his art. It's amazing. Oh, really good, Stitch. How is school going? How is our sweet Sasha? Okay, we can move it along now. Girl, I asked you how school was. One day you're going to tell me you really like school. Nope. Nope. Which one do I like more? Published. Who published that? I didn't mean to. Doing, oh yes, Cat is doing okay. Thanks, Paul. We've been, absolutely good. Oh my gosh, we spent probably like 3 hours mowing yesterday. Which would be no big deal if it was nice flat land. It was just hilly. It kicked my butt hard. You're having a sleepover with your best friend at their house or your house? ASDS, good morning. How are you doing, Paul? I would wake up at one point at night and Jack would, his head would be my head. And then I'd wake up and I would be looking at his butt. He kept doing that. Every time I woke up, he was in a different position. Hi, Steve. Steve is Mr. Whitesnake. Another drive-by as I roam the YouTube streets aimlessly. Well, thank you for stopping by. We appreciate you guys. I'm supposed to be hanging laundry. I'm not. Paul says hello. You're okay, Paul? Okay, we're all okay. You look like a horsey. Good stretch, buddy. Everything Jack does, I praise him for. He burps. Good burp, Jack. Good being so cute, Jack. Good job. Oh, are you having a sleepover with your best friend right now? Wait a minute, I'm a little confused. Oh, did you books? Did you? I bet you did. Steve says, how long are you on for? Might try popping up later. We are on from, well, 2 hours, 3 to 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And, we always appreciate it if you can. If you can't, we understand too. Jack might have moved if you come back later. You never know. Well, we could put, stop it, Cat. Just stop it right now. Why, hello, Dale. So good to see you. I am not starved for attention. There we go. Hi, Jackie. Tell, shirts. Steve, Mr. Whitesnake says EST. Oh, Eastern Standard Time. I have no idea whether that is north or south of the equator or east or west of Australia. And I know I'm terrible with geography. We do 2 hours. Paul is laughing. It's all great to me. We are in Northeast Tennessee. We're the same time zone as New York. Is that helpful? My refrigerator sounds like it's sending messages up to the mothership. Ouch. Right, Paul? Yes. Yes, Steve. Vecta. Hi, Vecta. Oh my gosh, I missed you. How are you doing, my friend? I'm good. You're on vacation? Did you go somewhere for vacation? And yay for you. Good. Somebody's got to do it. This is way too dirty to use for that. Matt is alive, says Matt needed a break, but is back. I'm glad you're back, Matt. Where do you grocery shop at, Matt? Matt says on the membership, it says that some perks were suspended or something. Yes, we've been demonetized, humilized, and demonetized, and what else can we call ourselves that wrong with demonetized? Hey, I thank you for all that time you were a member. I appreciate you so much, Matt. We'll see, we might be back the end of June. We'll see what YouTube says. If I behave myself, keep my nose clean, they might let me back in. Demonetized, dehumanized. So you are the Knoxville side and not the Memphis side of Tennessee. Yes, you got it. Like extreme northeast. We're right next to, super close to Virginia and about a half an hour from North Carolina. Hi, Sarah. Matt is Alive is in the Boise, Idaho area. We have Costco, Winco, Walmart, Albertsons. Oh, Albertsons, really? Wow. It's Joe Albertson's supermarket, but the. Nope, it's Joe Albertson's. But the dun 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 is yours. What was the rest of that? Oh my gosh. It's Joe Albertson's supermarket, but the. Dang it. Hi, Sarah. I'm trying to remember a jingle for Publix. What's wow? What did we do? Was it a good wow? Yes. Okay, good. What did you find? Matt says Albertsons and Winco are founded in Boise. Is there? I guess that's the. I'm just surprised to hear of an Albertsons still around. That's crazy. They shut down in Florida forever ago, but they were a good grocery store. Oh, funny ball. I would if I could remember all of it. I don't know if it was an official slogan though. It might have been. Considering the company I kept, it might have been a kind of a hood slogan. I think it said something about, but the drug department is yours. That's why I'm wondering. Fred Meyer. We also have a few Fred Meyers here. Never heard of that though. So do you shop at all of them? Do you shop the sales? How do you grocery shop? Just curious. Miss Sarah, how are you today? Have any big plans for the weekend? Oh my goodness. Mr. Steve, Mr. Whitesnake says, I am off. Are you off working? Do you work? Or are you off like I'm out of here? I'm so confused with life. Matt is Alive is a budget shopper. Winco, Costco, Fred Meyer, Walmart are usually my choices. Okay. I don't know who can afford to not be a budget shopper. Well, I know who can afford to not be a budget shopper. I do know, but I'm not going to say anything because it's not kind. Remember those gates. Does anybody know what the gates are? Is it necessary? Is it kind? And is it helpful? Before I run my big mouth about something, I don't always remember the gates, but sometimes I do. I'm really proud of myself. Oh, Mr. White Snakes is out of here. Work? Question mark. That's a four-letter word. Good for you. Okay, see you later. Have fun. Don't talk to strangers. Oh, well, just do talk to strangers. Have fun. No, not those gates. Not Bill Gates. The gates. The gates about saying things. It's so funny. Okay, this is dirty. Good job, Jackie. Good morning. Give me a look. Matt is alive says, don't even get me started on Bill. No, I would never. You know, I don't even bring stuff like that up. I would never. Well, I might, but I try not to. What do you think? Let's see. All right, I think it's time to blow our nose. Easy peasy. All right, dirty wash. Yes. Mm-hmm. Was that so hard, Cat? It's such a procrastinator. Okay, that's full. Any more? What do you think? Should I run downstairs and check the dryer? Right. Matt is Alive says hard work often pays off after time, but procrastination always pays off now. And it's always the now, right? I agree. I love you. Good morning. Don't wet the bed. Just don't do it. Resist the urge. Okay, I'm gonna check the dryer then. You moved. Look at you. So excited. Good news. I found more laundry. Never fear. There was more for me. Hi, John. Good morning. Such a beautiful and precious pup. Jack says thank you. Did he sit up for you? Wow. I know. That's what I think too. Hi, Bailey. Bailey says, poor sad Jack. Are you poor? Are you? Yes, we're very poor. But are you sad? That is the question. Are we sad? Look at his hair. Look at his hair, Bella. Good morning. Good morning, puppy. Okay. Poor sad. Hi, Bailey. Good morning, by the way. Where are my manners? Hello, Bailey. How are you? What is your weekend looking like? Any big plans? I gotta wait for Megan Driscoll to come in because she's always doing something interesting. Oh, Baba, I love him. He's such a good boy. Just yard stuff. Ugh. Paul says it's 24 degrees outside, going up to 41 today. Were you warmer before that? Or are you warming up? I did a lot of yard stuff yesterday. I was just talking about how pooped I am. My yard is very, very hilly. And I mowed with a push mower. So now going up and down the stairs is like torture. Up and down. Okay. It's going to be like 54, so that's about, I don't know, it was pretty warm yesterday. Just a cool wind. It's definitely cooler than yesterday. No yard stuff for me today. What, lady? What is it? What can I do for you? Are you okay? Hmm? You look so lonely over here. You look so poor and sad. Mhm. Love you. You're a good boy. All right. All right. I love you, Bella. Okay. I'll stay there forever and never get back up. Are you watching me? Are you interested in this morning or no? Hmm? Yes. No. Yes. Okay. Good morning, Katie Outdoors. Good to see you. Your profile picture, you have such a big smile. At least the way I'm looking at it, it looks like you have a big old smile. We're good. We are good. How are you? Jack, are you going to eat that or not? Funny. All right, I'm going to turn on the light. What do you think? Oh, bright light, bright light. Good morning, Yogi. Thanks for coming by. It's good to see you. Yogi says hello to everybody. It's kind of quiet morning, Yogi. Katie Outdoors says, honestly, that picture was taken New Year's Eve 3 years ago. I was so drunk. Is that why you were smiling so good? Wasa comes out of the woodwork when Yogi comes by. He says, good morning, Yogi. Good morning, Wasa. It's good to see you. Weekend plans. Stupid stuff. Like I have an eye appointment this morning, but then what are our plans, Jack? If it warms up tomorrow, we might go somewhere with Jack. I don't know. I just kind of wing it. A lot of times I have ideas on things to do and I just don't feel like going out of the house, so I stay. Katie says, I just work as always. Wasa says, fancy seeing you here, Yogi. I bet he's gone again already. Might be. You never know. Norma says, hello. Hi, Norma. Jack might like to go fishing, question mark. I don't think I've ever taken Jack fishing, but I don't really fish anymore. Good morning, good morning, good morning, beautiful Kamari. Hi, U.S. Army. Yogi says, I'm always in the background, Wasa. I'll be writing though. Mhm. U.S. Army, what's up? Oh, Kamari also says good morning to Yogi. Wasa says, sure. Okay, what did I say here last night about existential precognition in relation to quantum entanglement? I don't know. Listen, sometimes you people with your questions confuse me more than the answer. Not you, Wasa. That was pretty good, though. U.S. Army says, good to see Jack still just living his best life. Good morning, Grumpy Sapper. Grumpy Sapper says, as an 80s chick, you're going to love the new song. Okay. Oh, drop your link for sure, and I can pull it up on my laptop. It always makes it easier for me to remember if I actually do that. Grumpy Sapper says to Just a Yogi, hello, Eric. I hope you're well. And Grumpy Sapper says, I'm still in the editing stage. Oh, okay. Do you have another one you want to drop your link for? Katie Outdoors as well. I just got done working. You have an amazing day and please be safe. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for coming by. We appreciate you. It was good to see your smiling face. The good stuff. You're getting pretty good at that. What is this? Ew. There we go. And was this 80s chick? Question mark. 70s. Laughing, just kidding. Well, smarty pants. I didn't really listen to music till the 80s. Okay. Smarty pants. Well, my parents' disco when I was little. Thank you for the love for Jack Kumari. We saw you. Was he looking a comforter? Are you just deflecting? You're just deflecting now, aren't you? I see you, Wasa. Yes, he's got a rawhide. He's fixing to bite a piece off, but I'm not to take it from him. Oh, he turned it over on his own. Good deal. Good job, Jack. You're doing so good. Everything's going so well. No, it's a disaster. Uh-oh. Hang on. Nikita, good morning. Nikita says, good morning, everyone in the Cat&Jack family and the beautiful dog, Jack. Hope everyone is having a great morning. My dad had to make Midnight Junior go to bed before laying with Snowflake watching your live. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you for letting us know, too. Paul says good morning to Nikita and her little family. Good morning, Sarah. Or were you saying good morning to Nikita? Cookie Sapper says hit the like as you guys come in. Thank you for that. Hi, Nina. Good morning. I mean, good afternoon, probably for you, right? Or good evening? Afternoon. Yes, afternoon. Hi, Mustafa. Mustafa says, Cat and Jack, good morning. How are you and how is your morning today? Really good. Thank you. And thank you for stopping by, Mustafa. It's good to see you. Mustafa. Is that a joke? Is that a joke because Toy Pops called him that? Nikita says, my dad donut's never safe around Midnight Junior. She stole one powdered donut out of my dad's munchkin box. Aw, really? That's funny. Yes. Thank you for the love, Nina. Nikita says, yeah, Midnight Junior is like a kid. If they are hungry, they would go for it. That's funny. I can't remember any of my cats ever stealing food from me. That's really cute. Jed, at Poet for You. We're doing really good. How are you? Do you work today? What? I'm just going to put this stuff in the hallway closet, okay? It's going to be okay, I promise. Stay right here. Right here. See? See me right here. Thank you so much, dear. Nikita says, how was the weather today for you guys? Well, yesterday it was beautiful, and I spent most of my day outside working in the yard. Today, oh, but then it got rainy and cold, so it's not raining anymore. It's just cold and wet outside. And it's just going to stay kind of cold today. It does not motivate me to do anything. Lassa says, oh wow, I just found a song someone made about me. Is it a good song? Is it in a good way? You know what I just thought about? The flea market. I could probably take Jack. There's only a few buildings that are indoors. I could probably take Jack. He would love that. We'll see. I need a new rice cooker or a one pot. Is that what it's called? Or a crock pot with a lid. I mean, a lid that locks on. Yeah, I need something like that. I went to Salvation Army and no luck. Or it's about the Dogman footage I recently posted. Why would you want to buy fleas? I'll give them to you for free. Funny. Funny. I'm just trying to decide if 54 is too cold for me. 54 is good in the middle of winter, right? It's really warm. But once you've been in the 80s, it's no bueno. Oh, you want to try something? I don't know if or not. Let's see. Mm-mm. Dang it, wait a minute. It's not here. Darn it. I was looking for a filter. What's it says after this? Have a look see. Did you say look see? Okay. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. I didn't bring up the other one either. About this. Here we go. Bring that up. And okay, I have it up. Oh, they tagged you in it and everything. It wasn't like they were trying to hide it or anything. Cool. Alrighty, I got it all set up to watch it. Okay, doke. All set up. Thank you for the love, Nina. What were we doing now, Jack? We ran out of laundry. We actually have some sheets we could fold. Let's do it. Let's just get it over with. Let's just do it, Jack. Wassa says, no, I've written a ton of songs for that channel. Didn't write this one, but many others. After you watch, if you go to the playlist and look for my name, you'll see hundreds. Wow. Good morning, Michael. Michael says, good morning, everyone in the Cat&Jack family and to Jack. Hope everyone's having a great Saturday morning. I'm in bed with Snowflake watching your live. Midnight Junior just went to sleep. Aw. Nice. And welcome, Michael. Good morning. Did you get a chance to set up your community page? No, you did not. Okay. Just making sure I didn't miss it. Everybody's saying good morning to Michael. Good morning. Good morning. The donut thief. The donut thief is now sleeping. Sometimes Midnight Junior has one eye closed and the other one open. That's funny. Michael says, good morning to you, Mina and Sarah. Hope you have a great morning. Paul also said good morning to you. Good morning, Zed. Michael says, Paul, good morning to you and everyone. Hope you all have a great and wonderful morning. Wasa says, is this the song? Oh, you sing it, Wasa. Oh my goodness. Hi, D8. Good morning. He might be a tiny bit spoiled, but can you put a price on all the things that your pet gives for you, does for you, gives to you? You know what I mean. You're just dreaming, my dear. Aloha, everyone, from D8. Aloha, D8. I hope you are well today, tonight, last night. Doctor Who, What, Where? My pets. Hello, Doctor Who, What, Where? Hi, Stone Rolling Baby. Hi, Jeff. How are you? Oh, D8. I missed what you just said. Let me see if I can find it. I wholeheartedly agree, Kat. Nothing is too much for our lovely fur family. Thank you. Wasa says, Kat, do you drive in when you go to work? Are you back on soon? I drive. Yes, I drive my own car to the first store that I'm supposed to go work at. I don't go to the plant. Hardly ever. And I go back tentatively right now, April 15th. I have my next shot on Tuesday. So I'm hoping to be just improving every day. Paul says, I would always kiss my pets. Me too. Nikita says, everyone can post pictures. Do you have your setup? D8 says, doing well, as hopefully you are too. Yes. Wasa says, if I was you, I'd be creeping around those mountains there collecting ginseng. There's a ton of cash in that. And a ton of people who know what they're doing, and that's not me. Nikita says, you can help my dad with great mods to put on their live. Yes, on the mouth, Wasa. Duh. For allergies, yes, it's basically for allergies. I do believe I'm horrendously allergic to Jack. Who knew? That's my belief, though. I don't know for sure. Pulse is not on the mouth. Bosses is, oh, okay, not on the burns either. On the bums. Whatever. I'm tempted just to go kiss Jack on the mouth just to gross Wasa out. Let me see. Nope, you're done. Sorry, buddy. You did such a good job. I can cut this off and give it back to you if you want. Would you like me to do that? I can find some scissors. Oh, Jack, you're making. Nope, that's my. Do you have a TARDIS? What is that? I don't know what that is, so obviously I don't. Is that paint? Shit. Dog dander, probably. Um, yeah, he's the only dog. Like I said, it was never verified. I just started getting really sick. I got asthma shortly after I got Jack. It just seems to make sense. Do you have TARDIS? Is TARDIS a time machine? Ever kiss time machine? I'm very confused, Sarah. Wassa says that look he gave you, like, what the hell do you think you're doing, woman? You're gonna keep that hand. Paul says not there either, Wassa. Oh, a TARDIS is a time machine. Okay. Oh, it's a Doctor Who thing. See, I would not kiss Jack now. No, thank you. I love you. Jeff, you were saying, where are you? What do you mean? Are you talking about where in the wide world am I? I thought you already knew. Sarah says correct. I never watched Doctor Who. Ooh. Excuse you. You know what I got for you that you didn't eat? Wassa says that police call box looking time machine spaceship. Yep, never watched it. But you. Nikita says Snowflake sheds and Midnight Junior coughs up fur balls. I cough up fur balls too. Doctor Who, what wears his poor kitties? Carl Shell says, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Carl. Too bad there's no dog nip. That's true. Everyone's saying hello to Carl. Sorry I missed your live stream, Carl. I was mowing and then I came in, I ate, and I crashed for 2 hours. And in that 2 hours, you had already live streamed, and I'm so sorry. You want one more? You can have one more. There you go. Paul says, it's been 26 years since I kissed my pet. I wish you would be able to get another pet, Paul. Wassa, but in the meantime, I will share Jack with you. Wassa says, hey, Carl, morning. I made your live stream, didn't I, Carl? I'm no betrayer. Wow. You know, it's so funny. I feel like I'm going to get yelled at if I don't make it. It's not that. I just feel like I let him down, and I do feel guilty about that because I know how Carl feels about that. That's more fun. Oh, Bo says hola. I love Bo. Oh my gosh, cutest cat ever. Coolest cat ever. Carl says, I showed my bottle of Coke on the live stream. Well, see, that's why you know, my spirit guides put me to sleep so I would not be offended. Nikita says, Midnight Junior, 2 years ago, got her foot tangled up on the bedroom curtain, hanging upside down, crying. Ow. Luckily, I called my dad and told him. He got her down quick and rushed her to the vet with pain. Wow. Doctor Who What Where says, that's what I do. I live vicariously through you, Cat. Oof. Well, that's certainly not super exciting. Wassa says, you did show your bottle of Coke. It almost made me want to have one after all these years. Wassa? Wassa. You know what I think about that, Wassa? That's what I think about it. Carl says there was a troublemaker on your live stream. Did you take care of them, Carl? Did you tell one of your moderators, take care of him? Oh, Nikita says it was in the basement window, very high from the ground. It was in his bedroom in the basement. Ah, okay. Hi, buddy. I'm not doing nothing. What are you doing? Mr. Possessive says, oh, I'm here just in time for the drama. Did anyone flip a table yet? No. Wassa says, I did used to like Dr. Pepper, though. That's a poopsie product. It's not. It's its own product, actually. It's just carried by Pepsi in some places and carried by Coke in other places. Doctor Who What Where is clapping, oh, Pellet saying hello to Mr. Possessive. That's what it's saying. Wassa says, Mister, you just missed Jack flipping a table when Cat took his rawhide. Yeah, right. He looks like he's really upset about it too, right? Carrying Dr. Pepper, right? I don't know. And good morning, Mr. Possessive. It's good to see you. Nikita says, my favorite soda is Coke. My dad grew up loving Pepsi. Carl says, I appointed 6 managing moderators yesterday. Really, Carl? You're a brave man. Wow. Wassa says, oh, really? It's its own. Okay. Back when I managed a restaurant, it seemed like Dr. Pepper was a Pepsi product. No, we just distribute it. Dr. Pepper or Mr. Pibb? Dr. Pepper. That's a good question. Let's put that up. That's a really good question. I was trying to think of a full question earlier. Oh, crap. I'm one of the managing mods, right? You're so funny, Wassa. I had a chance to be a managing mod, and I told Carl I would just let him down. see. Does that work? Oh, Mr. Possessed says, I don't like Mr. Pibb. I had it somewhat recently and it tasted like off brand Dr. Pepper, like watered down. Weird. I've never tried it. Carl says, Dr. Pepper has more sugar in it than Coca Cola. I believe that. And more caffeine. Boss is a managing mod for 2 really huge channels and 1 small one. Boss says, yeah, Mr. Pibb isn't quite right. I recently found out it's actually a myth that Dr. Pepper is carbonated prune juice. I know people have very strong feelings. They either really love Dr. Pepper or they really dislike it. Hi, Sean. Good morning. How are you? Nikita says vanilla Coke and cherry Coke are good. Wah, wah. So is vanilla Pepsi. Vanilla cherry Pepsi and cherry Pepsi. So, what is a good root beer for you? We carry like the Crush products, so that would be like mug root beer for us. Mr. Possessive says, I like the holiday vanilla Coke. Sorry, it was only seasonal, but otherwise, I generally buy more Pepsi products. Bye. Where are you going? How are you doing? Who are you looking for? Okay. It might be time to go out. Once this is, I don't remember what the good expensive root beers I used to buy were called. I don't know about prices. I know there's IBC. What are the other root beers? Hi, Bubba. I'm literally addicted to Baja Blast Zero, so you guys better never take it from me. Sir, nobody told you to go in my closet. Hop out of there. Let's go. Come on. Thank you. Baby, all the chaos that lives in the closet. Don't you know? Here we go. Cranberry Holiday Sprite. Oh, how about Cranberry Holiday Schweppes? Schweppes? No, not Schweppes. Yeah, they do a cherry or something, don't they? I guess it's cranberry. A&W and Barks. Okay, thank you. Paul is in the minority. He abstains from all soda because for a very good reason. Because for a very good reason, that's why. I like mixing Smirnoff cranberry into sodas. Around the holidays, I have a lit time. Ellie, hi, Ellie. Good morning. Jack, stop. Stop, Jack. Get out of there. Jack. I know what you're doing over there. A&W and Barks are both serviceable, but there are far better ones. Same with cream soda. Sarah says you have a song. I do? Carl says Cat wasn't there to protect me, so I'm crying here. Carl, you already knew. I warned you. I will let you down. Not on purpose, but it happens. I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry if that's the way you feel. I really, really am. I would never want to hurt your feelings. Ellie says, "Hey, Jacko, how are you doing?" He's doing okay. Dad's root beer? Is that what it's called? Maine has a regional soda called Moxie, and it's so hard to explain, but it's so good. If anyone gets up to Maine, try it. Rosa says, "I just can't stand alcohol. Well, once in a blue moon, I'll drink a grand marinara and champagne." Sounds very fancy. Sounds very fancy schmancy there. Really? You hear they're doing another Knight Rider movie? My favorite show as a kid. You know what? I feel like they should just leave it alone. I don't feel like they could improve on the original Knight Rider. What do you think, Sean? Nikita says, "Mr. Possessive, my dad is not far from Maine." And Mr. Possessive says, "It's orange liquor and champagne. It's very fancy of you, Wasa." Oh, okay. Orange liqueur. Mr. Possessive says, "Nikita, Maine is beautiful." I agree. Doctor Who What Wears says they can't replace the Hoff. Nikita says, "My dad in Connecticut, yes." Wasa says, "Knight Rider. Rider. Now all cars have smarter AIs than Kit." Disagree. Sean says, "I'm curious to see it, but I think they should leave it alone too." Doctor Who What Wears says, "Don't hassle the Hoff." It sounds like you've said this before. Mr. Possessive says, "Connecticut is also beautiful." And Carl says, "Allie is a managing moderator as well." Hey, was Tina there? Everything okay with Tina, Carl? I'm pretty sure everything is okay with Tina because first you told me you were worried about her because she had to have surgery, but then you said she was mad at me. So I figured if she was mad at me, she must be okay. Nikita says, "My dad's town was built in the 1800s. Nice. His village is very old." Are you hungry, Jack? Are you wanting to eat? Hmm? We can make you some food. Is that Basleel I just saw? Hi, Basleel. How are you? How was New York? All right. Hi. Sit. That's you, Jack. You stink. All right. What are we doing? Oh, goodness. To be in the hospital for the next 3 weeks. Wow, Carl. Your dad has a soda machine also? Me too. Coke or Pepsi bought soda stream. and gave us all one. Mine's sitting in the basement, never been opened up. New York was fun. Typos, typos. And where are you at now, Basilio? Doctor Who What Where says I stay in Jersey City and travel over. It's cheaper. I've heard that. But isn't there like a drive-in tax or something? Or a drive-in toll for driving in the city? Something I thought I heard. Basilio says I finally got to see the Statue of Liberty. Nice. Were you impressed? New York is a beautiful city, Carl says. It says take the subway. Oh, to avoid that? Mr. Possessive says yes, there's tolls everywhere. It's obnoxious, but it's okay. Oh, me? Are you telling me to get up? Let's go? Okay. Basil says, oh yes, I was impressed. I didn't expect it to be that large. Interesting. I never thought of it as being big, but I've not been there since I was a kid. Little. Doctor Who What Where says, or I could afford taxis then too. Carl says, it's a Coca-Cola city. Is it, Carl? All right, Jackie, let's go. Let's go. I don't think I washed his bowl. I think I'm going to be in trouble. He's going to follow me. I know he is. See? I know my dog. Do you want to go outside? Should I go check? I never did find my car key. Give me a minute, Jack. All right, no car key, but it's okay. You say, let Mom go check, okay? All right. Oh, it's so cold out there. It's 30, 32, I think, something like that out there. Been really good. It's only been a couple days, Basil. Not much has changed for us here. Paul says I don't think I could travel. I wonder, Paul. Mr. Possessive says the Statue of Liberty is bigger than you'd imagine. Oh, I was thinking about the city. And you were talking about the statue. You'd imagine in Plymouth Rock as smaller than you'd hope. There we go. We good? Ready to eat now? Sorry. All right. Let's get Jack's food. You just need a bowl, buddy. Just need a bowl for your food. Let's get it. It's not my fault. Where is your bowl? Here. You think you can eat out of this one? Here. I'm not keeping up with Jack, just Jack. Oh, it's so cold. Why does everything have to be cold this morning? Okay. I'm gonna go wash my hands. That's a good boy. I did not expect you to be hungry this early. You ate so late last night. All right. Food in the fridge. Yep. Let's go. Jack's food. Make sure the door's shut and locked. All right. Let's go. Sorry I missed Chad. The dog must eat. You see how skinny he is, right? He might be starving. Hi, Lady Sky. Everywhere is having its problems. What is having problems? I missed. Oh, just places in general. 8 days till Easter. How exciting. What do you think, Jack? You're welcome. You are very welcome. I miss. Pastor, did you say where you are now? Did you see George Washington Church across from Wall Street? Pastor, this is the Empire State is impressive. Can you guys remind me, can you go on top of the Empire State Building? Is there a huge balcony or like deck at the top? I wouldn't go to America anymore. You wouldn't, not even to see your friends, Carl? I am roaming the dodgy YouTube streets now. This is no, I didn't see that. Had only a couple of hours. Mr. Persista says New York City gets smaller the more time you spend there. I feel like everywhere I go, I run into someone I know now. That's funny. Yes, there is an observation. I remember when I was a little girl, and only because my mom got so angry. I got separated from my mom. Hey, Ivy, good morning. I got separated from my mom up there on that deck, and I remember her yelling at some Asian man like it was his fault, but I kept thinking it wasn't his fault. But she was so angry. It just always, that's like one of my earliest memories of the Empire State Building. Vasily says, I am back home, cat. Good. Yay. I bet your dog's happy. Doctor Who says it costs $50 a person to go up it. cat causing trouble in New York City. No, I was not. It was innocent, but I also felt like whoever my mom was yelling at was also innocent. But I got it. You know, sometimes when you're scared, when you're scared, you might blame it on somebody it's not their fault, just to release that. Been there, done that. Aw, Bacillus says, oh yes, but I might be happier than him. Aw, I love that. I'm happy for both of you. Wassa says, hey there, Ivy. Apparently Jack was hungry. Ivy says, I love that piece of furniture. Do you mean those two old crates? Dr. Who What Where says, my second trip to New York City, I saw a fight in the street. Wow. Mr. Possessor says to Doctor, isn't it charming? Basley was laughing. I get it, Paul. I think about going to New York City. If I went by myself, I don't think I could do it. Too much, too big, too crowded. I used to watch, there's a guy who live streams walks at night in the city, and his name is Tom, and his channel is Walks in Wall Street. And so, gosh, for a full year, I probably watched him every night. Ivy says, definitely not by yourself. Well, that's right. Ivy is in New York, but not the city. Mr. Possessa says there's nothing like New York City at night. You're about 7 hours. Wow. Well, that just shows you how big New York is. Bacillus says, on the day of return, you don't know how crowded LaGuardia was. I have never seen an airport that crowded. How come? Is it always like that, do you think? Or was it because I'm trying to figure out if it was something extra besides what happened there. Doctor Who What Where says, I was never nervous in Manhattan, but Brooklyn was another story. Mr. Possessa says New York is huge and upstate feels like a different state. Oh, she's like an hour and a half from Canada, closer to Canada than the city. What are you doing, Jack? Pascal says, I guess it's just New York. People say JFK is even more crowded. All right, you're going to find my dog. Scratching at something. Nikita says, Ivy, I'm from Canada. What are you doing? No. Come on, let's go. Those are my air filters. You can't be playing with them, boy. Mm-hmm. Mr. Whitesnake says, oh my gosh, I am only 14,440 kilometers from New York. Paul says, I just look at pictures of the world. Jack, what do you got, buddy? Goodness. Now it's going to be troublemaker. I can see what you're up to. Oh gosh, probably was watching somebody. There's this channel that does walks in these beautiful locations. Hi, buddy. And it was magical. It was what a beautiful little village. I wish I remembered. Probably in Switzerland. I bet you. Switzerland's just magical. Ivy says, "Did you get slammed with snow, Nikita?" She says, "Yes, 19.6 inches. Wow." Dr. Who What Where says, "My daughter wanted to see Coney Island, so we went there. A little hairy through there, really. Coney Island. Hmm. Do you have to take a ferry over to Coney Island? Like a car ferry? Was the car ferry or I remember going somewhere with our bikes and getting on a ferry and going to this place that had a huge flea market, huge. And we'd ride our bikes through the little town. Yeah, it's the ferry ride over. Huh. I always wondered where that was. Yes, Lou says it was fun for the couple of times, but I now pray they don't assign me to New York City too often. Ivy says we got a lot too. Not enough, Thomas. Not enough. As far as I'm concerned, I'm so sad winter is almost over. Oh, that's right. You like the cold and Rich likes the warm. She's so sad winter is almost over. You are an anomaly. Doctor Who What Wears says nope, it's a beach. I don't know why they call it an island. Okay. There used to be a ferry here that would take you to Canada, but they stopped it. Doctor Who What Wears says you're thinking Staten Island Ferry. Okay, I have no idea. Not Thomas, she said. It took me a second. Yes. I get so aggravated when I use talk to text and I'm like trying to say a lesson, like a school lesson, and it says less than. Or I'm trying to say Salma and it comes up Selma. Ivy says snow. I don't know how that typo even happened, not even close. Mr. Possessa says to Doctor, there are ferry rides for Coney Island though. I've never taken one, but I've seen them. Nikita says to get to Newfoundland, Canada, you need to take a boat there. Do you so are Newfies from where you're from? Or is it just a coincidence? Or is there yeah, that's my question. Are Newfies the breed of dog from Canada or somewhere more exotic? She says yes. Ivy says, yeah, he keeps the heat so high, I want to throw up. It's horrible. I have my AC on, my fan, and my ceiling fan. Then during the day, I crack my window. Oh no. Nikita says, yes, and they are very big. They are very big. That's why I remember them. Big, big and furry and cute. We've got 75% for Dr. Pepper. Oh gosh, I don't even know what time it is. I'm in La La Land. Cool. Mr. Possessa says the poll has good taste. Bess Little says, I'm slurring my words even while typing. I think I gotta get some rest. Love you, Cat. Appreciate you and all the streams. Mr. Possessive, have a good one, brother. Stay safe. And Doc too. See you soon, guys. Bye, Basleel. Thank you for coming by. We love you and sweet dreams. Oh, wait a minute before you go. Do you sleep with your dog? Do you let your dog sleep in the bed with you, Basleel? A lesson in less than, exactly. Right? Doctor Who What Where says I was going to take a ferry from Port Angeles, Washington to Juneau. Is that how you say it? I know that's not how you say it. Juneau? Is it Juneau, Alaska? Something. Mr. Possesses says, have a great one, Basleel, and breast up, bruh. Never even tried Dr. Pepper. It sounds awful. Interesting. Like I said, people have, either they like it or they really dislike it. Some without even trying. There you go, Jack. Back to your spot. Basleel says, what kind of a person would it make me if I didn't allow him? I was going to say something and I was like, no. What I was going to say was, and this is how I'm going to tell what kind of person you are, Basleel. But I was like, no, because I really like him. And what if he doesn't sleep with his dog? Yeah, he's up here. Thank you, Basleel. Yes, I knew I loved you for a reason. Ivy says, Suki is under my blanket laid up against me. Wasa says, later, Basleel. Nikita says, I will have my dad post pictures of my cats and dog. The community's not showing up on my end. I wonder if need to wait a week or a month, don't know. On who? Who's not showing whose community's not showing up for you, Nikita? Ivy says, I stopped drinking soda, but it was always the C word for me. Mr. Possessive says, when I had a dog, I let her sleep in my bed. My family dog, I was the bed she'd usually prefer to sleep in. LOL. On my page, that's interesting. You subscribed a while ago, right, Nikita? That's the only restriction that I know of, is you just have to be subscribed for 24 hours. It is weird. Doctor Who What Where says, you guys are so lucky to still have your doggies. Why not get a new one, Doctor? What's stopping you from getting a new pup? Or cat, or whatever you prefer. I don't know, Nikita. It is weird. You can't find the community tab at all. Ivy says, Doctor Who, we have 3 dogs and 3 cats. Nikita says, no. I don't know. That's weird, Nikita. Are you? Nope, you're not. I don't know. Mr. Possessive says, I'd get a new dog if I was home more. Aw, it would be, but sometimes things happen. Like a really great job. Wasa says, every night, even in summer when I fell asleep, my male dog would stand with his face 2 inches from mine until I let him in the blanket with me. Then 20 minutes later, I'd wake up because he's too hot and trapped. Funny. Doctor Who What Where says, I'm unable right now, and it's awful because the local shelter is at capacity. Aw. Well, I hope that changes for you soon, that you'll be able to. Ivy says, I'm home all the time, so when I have to go somewhere, the anxiety levels are crazy with them. Aw. You figure because they have each other, they're not alone, that it would be okay. Mr. Possessive says, I just cuddle dogs when they cross my path. Oh, Ivy says it's so sad the way Sky cries when I get back. Aw. Wassa says, yeah, it's almost always a pleasure to meet a dog. Can't say the same about humans. They're just our mirrors, Wassa. Sometimes I don't like the damn mirror. Ivy says she agrees. Mirror, a mirror. It's your reflection. It's my reflection. Lady Sky says, today is the day, Cat and Jack. I make my yummy dessert for tomorrow's church potluck meal. Yes, Lady Sky will be on Yogis tonight. Is that right, Lady Sky? At 5:25 Eastern Standard Time, making her food for tomorrow's potluck meal at church. Ivy asks, what are you cooking, Lady Sky? And she said, a chocolate chip cookie trifle. Mr. Possessa says, where are the Irish in chat to say it like myrrh? Where are you, Carl? Say mirror, Carl. It wouldn't do you any good. I can't hear you. Duh, cat. Lady Sky says, yep, exciting. Wassa says, yeah, I don't buy into all that CIM stuff. Of course, in miracle stuff. No, because you don't like it. You don't like to hear that jerk that's pissing you off is really just reflecting back to you. You've got something going on. That's a really hard thing to accept. It's really hard to accept that a lot of it, that I'm responsible for everything that happens. Doctor Who's, I don't know why I went off on that little tangent, Wassa. Doctor Who, what I'm just, because for me, it's really hard to see all the shit and say, oh, I'm responsible for that. That's me. I missed that Doctor Who, what we're sorry. Oh, also sausage pinwheels, Lady Sky said. Well, I guess we disagree a bit, but that's okay. Mr. Possessive says, I think everyone hates the fact, but it's true. I know I hate it sometimes. So when the Nazis loaded up their victims, it was the victim's fault. I think it's a shitty world, but we created this shitty world. It is all a reflection of, yes, our group consciousness. Yep. All of us. Ivy says Doctor Who Sky was a parvo puppy, really. Parvo puppies barely ever make it. Had her at the vet the day after we rescued her. She was in isolation for a week. Then I decided to bring her home and take care of her myself. I'm sure that's where her separation anxiety comes from. Aw. Lady Sky says, are you looking forward to it? Yes, Lady Sky, I'm really looking forward to it. Ivy says, I nursed her back to health. It wasn't easy. No, that's why I said most of them don't make it. But if you know what to do, it's the fluids. It's keeping fluids in them is 100% and getting the medicine. Also, that doesn't make the villains a reflection of those who live by the golden rule. That just doesn't work logically. This world is totally upside down. Nothing makes sense because it's not real. It's just a dream. I know it's so screwy. It's so, but anyways, um, like I said, it's okay. I mean, we don't have to agree on stuff, Wassa. I can still like you. Even I'll do a Yogi Eric. Even if you're wrong, I can still like you. Yes, we're just discussing. You're right. Doctor Who What Where says it makes perfect sense, Ivy. Sounds exactly right. About the separation anxiety in her pup. Mr. Possessive says, I've grown into the realization that I really am the director of my own life. If I don't want to let something bother me, I can simply let it not bother me. It was super radical for me, lol. Wassa says, yeah, I'm the one who's incorrect and laughs. That's it. Where your focus goes, your energy flows. Paul says, I just stay in my bubble. You do, Paul. Ivy says, it's so crazy. She was so tiny she could fit in the palm of your hand, and now she's a giant. Aw. Mr. Possessive, absolutely. I've had that happen. Mr. Possessive asks, do you believe if we put too much focus and anxiety into something bad, we can manifest the bad things we're worrying about into actually happening? Yes. We had a puppy at the vet who swallowed a sock. It was such a beloved little pit bull puppy, the cutest thing ever. And the sock got stuck in its intestines, and the vet took all day trying to piece back intestines, but there just wasn't enough. And we all spent all day with that poor puppy. And it was so traumatic. I mean, it was hanging on for as long as it could, but it was dying. And boy, that had such an effect on me that I was so freaked out about socks and Jack. Like, first off, Jack is really sensitive about his tail because at all costs, I would keep socks away from Jack, even grabbing his tail to stop him. But eventually he did. He swallowed a sock. And I totally believe I created that. Paul says, I know I'm not really living, but oh well. I think you live through your art, Paul, or you express, well, you're definitely expressing through your art. But I think it's all in your opinion. Carl says, Carl, I was looking for you earlier. I'm glad you're back. I found you. Paul says, just kind of surviving. Ivy says, I don't know how it's possible for a dog to swallow a sock. That's insane. I know. I totally created that though. I know I did. And you know what? You can make a dog throw up. I found out how to make a dog throw up. And yep. But now when he gets a hold of a sock, I'm like, I don't care, Jack. You take it. And it's not a big deal. He usually drops it now. Mr. Possessive says, you definitely live through your art, Paul. Sometimes your creativity is your greatest voice. The things I can't say right now, I'll take that and put it into my dance. Mm. Paul says, I get it. Oh, Carl says the time change here tonight. Oh, how do you feel about that, Carl? Wassa said he swallowed socks. That's no bueno. No, I know. Doctor Who, what's the same way as a human finger? No, I didn't do that. You make him swallow a little peroxide, and I don't know if you mixed it with something else, but peroxide was involved. Wow. Ivy says Sky even bites her nails. That's the anxiety. I've never gotten her nails cut because she does it. Wow. Mr. Possessive says, but yeah, so I really try not to worry. And if I find myself worrying, I knock on wood and change my mindset. That's it. Change of your mind. Changing your mind. Yes. We can always. Nikita says, Snowflake just woke up and watching Jack on his tablet. Nice. Carl says, it shouldn't happen. Oh, that's how you feel about the time change? That it shouldn't happen. So are you going to sleep in extra tomorrow, you think, because of the time change? I guess you would. It would be an hour later if you just sleep normally. Cat's just being dumb right now. Paul says, I would like to have experienced a lot of things, but probably ended up being hurt or disappointed. Hmm. So, do you think fear of the idea that you would probably end up being hurt or disappointed keeps you from doing stuff? You okay, Jack? The sky tore up. Anything waiting yet? Has sky tore up anything? Oh, Ivy says, I love the time change when it gets dark earlier. Me too. We get an extra hour of sleep. It isn't worth making a big no, but I asked. I was just making conversation. But I agree. Just get on with it. Can't change it. Just get on with it. Mr. Possesses says, Paul, you'll never know if you don't try. Personally, I'd rather regret having done something wrong than regret not having done the thing at all. Paul says, absolutely. Yeah, me too. Ivy says, I had to buy furniture with metal legs because she would chew the hell out of wood. Wow. Paul says, I'm worried the regret would push me over the edge. Well, why not take some baby steps, Paul? Ivy says, and Suki destroyed many sofas. Sean says, do you remember the movie Tremors? I do. Oh, gosh. I do, Sean. Somewhat. Kids, right? It had some kids in it. Paul says, no. No, you're not willing to try some baby steps? Or you haven't? Ivy says, I hope they don't do that here, Carl. They're getting rid of the time change here, Carl says. Well, not this year, I guess. Seems like if they were going to get rid of it, they'd say, let's do it right now. What's going on with that, Carl? Ivy says, I remember Tremors. Great movie. Carl says, America is way behind, Ivy. Ooh. Mr. Possesses says, Ivy, I like when it gets dark earlier because it's cozy holiday vibes, but after New Year's, I'm immediately over it. I just like getting to sleep in an extra hour in the morning. I feel like I'm getting away with something. Sean says to Ivy, I'm watching it now. They should do a remake. Mr. Possesses says, speaking of, have you seen Sleeping? Do you mean Sleeping Beauty or Sleeping Better? Ivy says, I go to bed super early, so I like it when it's dark. Agreed. That's one of the things I don't like about working so early in the morning is having to go to bed so early and before the sun sets. I hate going to bed before the sun sets on purpose because you have to. Have you been sleeping better? Yes. Because I've been using Benadryl and what's the other one? The M word. The M word that helps you sleep. 5 milligrams. Ivy says what they could do with special effects. Now they should do a remake. That's why the C word's European head office is in Ireland. Well, the European head office definitely wouldn't be in America, Carl. I don't think it has to do anything with America being way behind. I think it's because we're not Europe. Melatonin, thank you, yes. Little bro, oh my gosh, so good to see you, my friend. How are you? So, yes, with the help of melatonin and Benadryl, I have been sleeping better. I'm still pretty I'm still awake enough to notice when Jack's butt is in my face or his face is up to my face. Oh no, Lil Bro says I could be better. It's 3 a.m. and I'm not tired. Sean says, I wonder what dogs dream about. Chasing squirrels, chasing rabbits, chasing whatever they wanted to cats. Thank you, Mr. Possessive. Lil Bro says, I need melatonin. It's good stuff, isn't it? Paul says, have a good day, everyone. You too, Paul. Hey, I would consider maybe going outside your comfort zone and visiting somewhere different, at least in your town today, Paul. Give it a try. Carl says, I will miss your live stream tomorrow, LOL. I'm trying to figure out if I will stay on an extra hour because of the time change for you guys or not. But that's okay, Carl. I want you to get your sleep for sure. Lil Bro says, I am working on beating a bracelet for work. Really? Neat. Huh. Beating a bracelet. Really nice. Mr. Possessive says, you too, Paul. Chin up, bro. We love you, Paul. And Wassa says, why, Carl? You're not available. Time change. He'll probably be sleeping. I'm just assuming. Could be wrong. Everybody's saying bye to Paul. Let's look. I am wrong. What am I? Oh, it's not because of that, Carl. It's okay. Either way. Oh, gosh. Either way. Lil Rose says, I am working on a field trip activity for middle/high schoolers while some go to our museum and teach them how to make little beaded keychain. Okay. You know what? I am. I'm often very, very wrong. It's so much easier just to say I know nothing than to say later I was wrong. Well, that's really cool, little bro. Well, oh, you work at a museum? Neat. I had no idea. Yes, Mr. Possessive. Well, Carl, it's okay. I will still love you no matter what. Let's look. I'm not sure about what exactly, but I'll bet it's true. Me too. I'll bet so too. I totally will not argue. Who's Mr. Possessive? Um, oh, I hear you, Carl. Mr. Possessive says, I'm a king. Ivy says, one of the cats just knocked something down, scared the hell out of me. It's so quiet right now. Is Rich sleeping? Melissa says, no, it's Mr. Possessive. I'm confused. Just. I don't feel like maybe I just didn't hear it. I didn't hear the 4:30 buzz for Yogi. I might have the volume turned down though. Well, he's not live, so no E. Mr. Possessive, because my handle drops the E in Mr. Excuse me. Mr. Possessive says, I didn't hear it either. Wassa says, I just checked his channel. He's not live yet. I don't know why we didn't get the 4:30 one though. But like I said, my volume might be turned down. Aria, the rescue dog. Good morning. Hi, Karen. How are you? Carl Shell says, who's Yogi? Yogi is that person who loves you and who is always nice to you when you message him, no matter what, and who helped you get a bunch of subscribers for your new channel. That's who he is, Carl. And right, that's exactly what he'd say. He's just another guy on YouTube. Aria is good. Thanks. I'm glad to hear that. You guys are getting ready to end your day. I think. I just was like, is this nighttime or daytime? I don't even know anymore. I really, my brain. Woo. He's just like us. There is Yogi. If you're going to Yogi's, Yogi is live now. Ivy says Yogi is great. I need to try and get to his lives more. I don't get any notifications from YouTube. Well, if you want to jump over there now and say hello, he is live. We are really good. Just know I'm like that. Hey, long time no see. Hello. Good morning. How are you? Yep, Wassa, you got it. Carl says that Facebook page is closing down. What Facebook page, Carl? Good to see Jack is relaxing. Well, it's what he does best. Oh, yes. So he's live now. There we go. That's what I thought. Aria the rescue dog said it's almost bedtime for us. And Carl said the Facebook page where Yogi is, I don't think it's getting shut down, Carl. Just know I'm like that says, I've come across your notifications of being live. You've been active lately. Well, generally, I do this every single morning for the past year plus. You just haven't been getting my notifications, but I'm glad you're here now. It's good to see you. Sometimes I can't help myself. Yep, I agree, Mr. Possessive. Carl, you're wrong. I didn't hear him say that. I always hear Carl say he has a meeting with YouTube, but I've never heard he had a meeting with the Facebook executives. Was that something he said in his live stream? Just know I'm like that says awesome. Yeah, I subscribe to you. I believe maybe a month or two ago, but yeah, you've been posting up a lot. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you so much. Carl says, I am not wrong because I created that account. Oh, your account. So you're talking about your own account. Is that it, Carl? No, Wassa says he didn't have to say it. Okay. So are you saying you're leaving Facebook, Carl? There you go. Carl says, I have two Facebook accounts. So it was one of your accounts that's closing down. Wassa says, I don't much appreciate Facebook either. I agree with Carl. Wassa, he's going to tell you you're wrong because I think, well, I don't know. Sometimes he tells me he likes Facebook better. I'm very confused. I know nothing. See, that's why I just know nothing because it's better to be that way. Mr. Possessive says, who likes Facebook? Some people do. Wassa says, I think you're right, Kat. I'm never right. I'm always wrong. Mark your calendar. You're so funny. Mr. Possessive says Facebook is only good for looking up your high school bullies and seeing how much worse than you they are doing in life. Or the boys who um, got rid of you because you were not that kind of girl. To go back and look at them, that's really rewarding. Been there, done that. Ivy says, I don't go on Facebook too much. I love Instagram though, really. Same difference, right? Carl says, you're Team Yogi Cat, while Tina is Team Carl. Again, Carl Shell. I can love you and love Yogi. I just love you guys in different ways. There are no teams for me. I love to paint. Good morning. Good to see you and your beautiful eyes. I see you there. Wassa says, why can't it be Team Carl and Yogi? Thanks, Mr. Possessive. He says, yes, because you're still a hot mama and they could never. No, they did not age well. So it feels so good. Wassa says, hello, love to paint. Hi, Walking Tall. Good morning. Good to see you. Maybe Mr. Possessive says it's all that hate. It's the enemy of youth. Could be. Carl says, no, Wassa. I couldn't have. Really, Carl? I've never heard you say anything like that before about that person. Well, Yogi is a good example of loving everyone no matter what, Carl. That's all I can say. Seeing past our faults, seeing the truth of us, that is his gift. Unconditional love, yes. Oh, Mr. Possessor said hello to Walking Tall. Moss is laughing and says, Carl, I love you, Carl. Carl says, Yogi doesn't love Tina because he never welcomed her in. Only because he doesn't see her. You know he welcomes everybody. It's annoying how he welcomes everybody sometimes. I'm kidding. He very much, I wish I could be more like him. But, somebody's got to be the evil partner. That's exactly it, Wassa. He did not see her. Mr. Possessor says you do welcome everyone. LOL. Not everywhere. Carl says she said hi to him. Well, I'm sorry, Carl. I know that Yogi would never purposely ignore somebody. I think you know that too, deep down. Mr. Possessor says, I'm lost. Is Tina a real person? She's real to Carl. I think she is. I think I've seen her screen name is Martina, right, Carl? Right. Ivy says sometimes the chat goes fast and you miss comments, or you are like Yogi and you go off on a tangent talking about something, not a tangent, but you get inspired and talk about something, and then he gets behind in chat. Thank you, Love to Paint. She says Jack is beautiful. He's being beautifully quiet now. Carl says, I don't miss comments. I know you don't. Well, I've never seen you miss comments. I've seen you not respond to comments. So, Carl, when do you think the next time you'll live stream is? Okay, we're really late this morning. I was wanting to see if Carl had anything else to say. So, Carl, what do you think about going live today before I answer? Any chance of it? Okie doke. I will keep an eye out for you, Carl. Either way, as best as I can. Sitting on my foot. Now it's asleep. Jack. Carl says, hopefully next week, waiting on Tina to get back to me, unless the runway changes at the airport. I thought you said she was going to be in the hospital for weeks. Is she not there yet, Carl? Yes, Mr. Possessive says, have a great one, everyone. You too. My style blog says, like done. Thank you, my friend. You caught us just in time. We're going to say goodbye. Alrighty, we love you. I love you. I love you. I love you guys. Thank you for hanging out. And we hope you have a good afternoon, evening, or day in general. Mushy peace out. Bye, Wasa. Bye, guys.